Back to the bipartisan conversation, and the National Dialogue Committee expected to broker post-election political standoff between the ruling Kenya Kwanza alliance as well as the Azimio coalition has prioritized the reconstitution of the new electoral body IEBC and the audit of last year's presidential election results top on the agenda ahead of the talks in a week's time. The committee, which adopted the agenda today, faces an acid test on how it handles the electoral justice issue and the contentious cost of living, all set, of course, to be discussed by the joint team, as Apollo Kamau tells us.
The outcome of last year's presidential election results and the reconstitution of the new electoral body IEBC will be top on the agenda when the National Dialogue Committee meets in a week's time. The electoral justice agenda is an acid test for the team, as questions abound on what exactly the committee will recommend on auditing of last year's presidential election results, an issue Kenya Kwanza is opposed to outside the talks.
We are happy to report to the country that we have been able to adopt the prioritization of the issues that are before us as proposed and agreed on by the Technical Committee, and the National Dialogue Committee has agreed to adopt that proposal, issue of IEBC. Kenyans understanding the urgency of that matter.
Kimani has just said that the number one item as prioritized is IEBC. The correct wording is electoral justice. And if you look at it, IEBC is number 2. So that we look at all the issues around electoral justice, including IEBC, because of the urgency of the matter. So beyond that, I think we are all set.
The talks, which will resume in a week's time, will also tackle the cost of living as Agenda 2, amid questions on what exactly they will discuss. An issue experts say should not be subjected to the talks, but practical action.
You cannot discuss cost of living. It just requires action. And we can see that there is a lot that needs to be done. What we cannot guarantee is whether there will be an agreement on those two issues, in particular auditing of servers, especially now that we do not have a commission in place. So how will this be conducted without a commission?
Political parties' interference will be agenda item number 3, an issue the opposition is pushing after Kenya Kwanza raided the opposition camp. Key constitutional funds like CDF, the National Government Affirmative Action Fund, and the Senate Oversight Fund ranked as item 4 in the talks. The entrenchment of the office of the official opposition leader and Prime Cabinet Secretary slot ranked as the last agenda. The NDC technical team is expected to receive memoranda from Kenyans the entire of next week to also allow members to attend the Climate Change Summit. Apollo Kamau, TV 47.